So here's the twist. I think that the fact that you are not united with the thing that you're looking for is an illusion. It's a trick. It's a trick you play on yourself, and the real law of attraction can be solved by discovering and realizing that there is nothing outside of you. Hey guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about the law of attraction because it's a topic that has come across my YouTube page quite a lot. It has come across conversations I had with my friends. I saw a bunch of books about it. For instance, The Secret, which is pretty famous. And I wanted to give you my thoughts, a bit of a rant on the topic. Something that I realized recently about the nature of existence, which sounds already way too woo-woo, but bear with me. And disclaimer, this is a bit of a rant, so don't expect to hear a lot of information backed up by data or anything. This is based on experience, but I think that since you clicked on this video based on the thumbnail that I came up with and the title, you will like what I have to say. So the law of attraction says basically that if you want something, you can attract it by tuning your resonance to that. In practical sense, it talks about thinking about a certain thing and it will come to you. Now, I mentioned it before that there is some actual scientific truth to the things that you see and observe in the world are basically determined by what your goal is. So if my goal is to get rich, I will start seeing a lot of opportunities and ways in which I can make money. So that is definitely a very true and practical way that a lot of people try to interpret this law of attraction, which is grounded. It makes sense. There's some evidence for that, and I would completely agree if you would like to see it like this. However, there's also another portion of people who really sees it as, if I think in my mind about money, I actually create certain vibrations, resonances, because they argue that everything to the very fundamental core of matter is just energy vibrating. So in my brain, if I'm thinking about certain things, it has nothing to do with a material envelope of money in my mind, but it's the vibration of the fundamental particles that give me this experience of money, and that vibration will require the environment to resonate with that, which in effect will bring money to me. That is the other school of thought. Well, I would like to propose a kind of third way in which you can look at it, and a way that I experience for me to be very true and very interesting, but very difficult. So, in one of my latest videos, I talked about how, in essence, we are not different from each other. We are maybe part of the same organism, or all part of the universe, let's say. So we are all existing in this space-time continuum, if you will, and we just see differences based on the level of abstraction where we are with our consciousness right now. And you can pull that up all the way to the metaphysical level, that we are all part of this great oneness. And basically there's just one big bubble and we are just some fluctuations within that bubble. Perhaps a theory you can think about is God trying to experience itself, bringing up all these dreams and thoughts and playing out these scenarios. And I think what's really happening here is that, so what is attraction? Attraction is you have 2 points, and I see it like a rubber band. The 2 points are pulled apart, and there is a rubber band between them that pulls them together. So they're being attracted to each other, right? So it can be that, think about unsatisfied love situations where maybe one lover feels like they're being pulled apart, maybe because one of them is moving this way and the other is standing still, or they're both moving apart. In any case, there seems to be this kind of attraction based on the distance you have between the thing that you want to be united with. So here's the twist. I think that the fact that you are not united with the thing that you're looking for is an illusion. It's a trick. It's a trick you play on yourself. And the real law of attraction can be solved by discovering and realizing that there is nothing outside of you. I mean, there's something outside of you, but basically there's something outside of you here, but you are part of this bigger thing. So everything that's happening is part of you, and therefore you are not lacking anything. You're just not experiencing this perhaps in this instance, but it is there. It's already there. For instance, very simple example, let's say I really desire to be on holiday right now. At this moment, there are different layers to this, but let's say at this moment there are other instances of this whole great unity that are on holiday. So in that sense, those instances are experiencing holiday. I have the experience of holiday already in my grasp, in my repertoire of experiences that I could have, but right now I am having this one. So realizing that I am just by illusion separated from the thing, the experience that I want to have, already can take away quite some of that tension, realizing that it's not pulled away from me, it's still here. And that gives you a little bit more headspace, although this is a very hard thing to always be consciously aware of. This gives you a bit more headspace to realize that, but this instance here, right now, has the opportunity to experience this life here, right now. So you're not put in this body, in this moment, to be on holiday right now. You are put in this moment, in this body, to like and subscribe my video. No, to experience life the way that you experience life. So I hope this kind of helps. So in summary, long story short, instead of viewing things you desire as something that moves away from you, that you feel this strong pull towards, realize that that is simply an illusion, and that the thing that you want is already inside. And you are one with that thing. Another way to visualize this, the thing that you think is pulling away from you, this whole thing is you. Therefore, it's not pulling away from you, it's just fluctuations within that experience. All right, I hope this has helped you guys in some way or form. Maybe it was just entertaining to you. At the very least, I hope that's the case. If both are not true, thanks for staying with me for a couple of minutes. Leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe if you haven't already, send this video to a friend if you think this was useful, and don't forget to have a nice day.